6 NBA championships. 7 All-Star appearances. Michael Jordan's perfect running mate. For 3 decades, that's the Scottie Pippen the world thought it knew. The loyal sidekick. The defensive genius. The man who sacrificed everything for the Chicago Bulls dynasty. But behind that stoic expression and those 6 rings, Scottie was living a story so painfully removed from the spotlight that no fan, no teammate, and no camera ever captured it. And what surfaced recently doesn't just change how you see the player. It changes how you understand the man. Pippen grew up in Hamburg, Arkansas, the youngest of 12 children. His father worked in a paper mill. His brother was paralyzed in a wrestling accident. Scottie walked on at Central Arkansas, an NAIA school nobody scouted, and clawed his way into the NBA through sheer will. By the early 90s, he was the best perimeter defender alive, anchoring the greatest dynasty basketball had ever seen. That's the official story. The triumph. The story every sports documentary loves to tell. But here's what was actually happening beneath the surface. While Scottie was famously stuck in the worst contract in NBA history, 7 years, $18 million, the financial pressure inside his life was suffocating. Legal filings and court testimony have revealed he was supporting an extended network of family members and dependents on a scale that would cripple almost anyone. The public called him underpaid. The truth was he was stretched far beyond what anyone knew. And that's only the first layer. The deeper secret involves his personal life away from the arenas. For decades, Scottie maintained relationships and responsibilities across multiple households in a way that required staggering compartmentalization. Court documents have brought these details into public view: children, estrangements, private struggles, all managed while the world watched him lock down opposing scorers in the finals. He was navigating a private reality that would have broken most people in half. The financial aftermath tells its own story. Over $109 million in NBA salary. Millions more in endorsements. Yet his post-retirement years are marked by lawsuits, disputed investments, and battles over money that seem impossible for a man of his stature. A reported $20 million loss to bad financial advisors. A private jet that cost more to maintain than it was worth. But the money was never about greed. According to those close to him, it was about providing, for everyone, all at once, for decades, with no off switch. Through it all, the chaos, the family struggles, the legal battles, Scottie never spoke publicly. He never wrote a tell-all. He took the heat for being cheap during contract negotiations, for being difficult when injured, for being jealous of Jordan. Meanwhile, he was quietly carrying a second life that would have crushed most people the moment they stepped off the court. What finally brought his double life into the open wasn't an interview or a documentary. It was the legal system. When financial disputes and family matters entered the courts, the paper trail became undeniable. Teammates who saw him every day for over a decade had no idea what was happening once he left the locker room. This isn't about blame or victimhood. It's about recognizing that the narratives we inherit about athletes are almost never the full picture. Behind every highlight reel is a human navigating struggles the public never sees. Scottie just carried more than most, and did it for longer than anyone could have imagined, without ever letting the mask slip. If this story gave you a new perspective on one of basketball's most misunderstood legends, tap that like button. What surprised you most, the financial weight, the personal struggles he kept hidden, or the sheer length of time he managed to keep it all secret? Drop your answer in the comments. And for more deep dives that reveal the untold side of your favorite icons, subscribe and turn on notifications.